What is up, Kerbal nuts? This is NOELonPC, head of the Experimental Research Division here in 1954. I am the only member of the Experimental Research Division. So, I had promised in the last video, day 39, that we were going to be putting arms on the National Curb Station. So we are using our tried, tested, and true technology, very expensive, but very good lifting. We have already raised one of these. This is going to be the second arm. Like I said, I was going to skip the first one and just see how it went. It went swimmingly. It was very easy. So here we are in the next one. This is going to be, I hate to say it, probably a rather quick video again. It's just going to be a simple rendezvous. We're going to put the arm on the National Curb Station, and then we are good for a little while because we don't have the technology that we're going to need to put the solar arms on it quite yet. We need some proby type stuff. So this is going to be the last part of the National Curb Station for a little while. So let's crash this fucker. We know how this launch is gonna go. Smooth. I've got another new pilot, Kelvin. Something we're gonna have to do is go and get all these fellows. I already have something in mind. Again, it's gonna go on this heavy lander. It's gonna be a massive craft. The return pod is gonna be just probably the 3 people big and maybe a 1-person command pod for the other guy. No, I guess. Depends on how many pilots we have up there. The 3-person command pod might be enough if we leave a single pilot up at the National Curb Station. Okay, yeah. So the idea being is I want to have some kind of, you know, there's a lot of the new stuff that is like a cargo bay. It can kind of open up. So I'm going to try and store all, like I want to do one big payload of all of the solar arms. I think there's going to be about 4 of them that need to go onto the National Curb Station using docking port juniors, I believe. I hope they fixed the docking port junior, because it's just occurred to me that it used to not work. Like you could put them together in the build it section, but when you actually got them up into space, they wouldn't go together. But we've had a lot of updates since I started playing this game and that error occurred. So I'll test it. I'll make sure. Otherwise, we're hooped. I can hope that maybe if I put a senior, Clampatron senior, it'll attach to the Clampatron junior, maybe? Yeah, if not, we're hooped. I'll have to bring up something specific for it. But yeah, the idea being the cargo bay is going to open. It's going to have a bunch of little RCS drones that take the solar cells over. It's going to be a neat build. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to use a lot of the kinetic moving parts. First stage away. Very explosive. That's a lot of debris. Heads! Heads up! Houston? Might want to duck and cover. That should do her. Get a little orbit going. Now, even though we've selected it as a target, I don't think we'll actually see, you know, like when you get an encounter with the moon, it sort of snaps this thing into a different color. I don't think you see that. When you're rendezvousing, you just get these. That's as close as you can really get. But you also have to hope that you're getting to there. So we're going to have to play a game of catch-up. But that's fine. That's usually how these things go for me. Just constantly. Rendezvousing for me is basically just a constant game of cat and mouse. It's a time waster, but it's easy as just piss. Super easy. Especially because I like this kind of arcade mode of just kind of trial and error and seeing what happens. No real NASA type simulator thing would do this. They'd have like pen and paper, they'd be doing all their math, making sure everything's legit. dot. Beauty. And we're going to make our orbit a little short on the other side, just so hopefully we can come around at some point. Catch them. Gotta catch them all. We'll do like 225 on the other side maybe, and then fast forward and see if we can catch up. Fuel's good. Almost going orbital. We're looking for 225-ish. Ish. $255, 220. That's going to have to do, I think. Okay, let's see how that works. Come on, get him. Get him. It's like one of those greyhound races where it's chasing a rabbit. And they're coming around the home bend. Santa's little helper. Out to a outstanding lead. So it is slowly catching it. Probably on the next pass around, we'll get very, 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 very close. How far away are we? We are about 250,000 meters. And closing, 225, 200, 185, 100, so that's about 100 kilometers away. That's great. We can actually work with that. I don't think it would get a whole lot closer on the next pass, but I'm going to take it because it's still really far away. It'll probably get deceivingly close. Okay, we're going faster than it. Catching up to periapsis, and then it's going to start slowing down. We should be able to match its speed. Okay, so what I want is to be right around here. Perfect. Oh, what the hell? Didn't I press play? I swear to God I pressed play. So we overshot a little bit. I know I pressed play, and then I went into map view, but it's like, it was just like, no. No, you didn't. Okay, we gotta get rid of that stage for sure. Okay, we got this. We got this. We're just gonna rocket right at it. And then brake as we go by. There we go. So we're coming at it at 200 meters a second. All we got to do is get in a braking position, and then when we're about, you know, a kilometer away or something, just slam on the brakes. I'm exaggerating. That's not exactly what we're going to do. All right, so let's do a little tiny bit of fast forward. It's going by us high. Okay, we have a lot of thrust. So we're only a kilometer away, that's good. Okay, so we are basically in a sort of holding pattern with it. So we can go to RCS. Oh, wrong way. There we go. I'm just going to boot over there. Apparently we're moving away from it just ever so slightly, and we only have 2 RCS ports, so it's not going to be a fast trip. just going to get going straight at it. Even though we're going very, very, very slow. There we go. Going straight at her. How do I want to drive this? How do I want to drive this? No, I guess we'll keep going the way we were. See, the problem is I'm going to have to drive it. All the steering's backwards because it's meant to be driven the other way, but the docking port is on the butt. This is the head, and that's the anus. And we're driving it anus first. So that's, everything's a little loopy. Okay, we are going to... We're going to try and track that yellow circle. We want to be braking with the yellow circle, not anything else. There we go, just keeping it going right at the curb station. Doing a bit of risky fast forwarding here. Getting a little off course. Putting myself back on course. Accelerating a bit. So we're going straight at it. Off by an inch, off by a mile. You can tell by our yellow trajectory changing like crazy. But that's nothing we can't course correct. One little bit at a time. Okay, let's do that again. How much RCS do we have left? A fucking ton. Okay, we're doing great. They're great. Coming in nicely. This is how you want to rendezvous, is nice and slow and steady. For reasons like this. It's very easy to make course corrections and it's on our time. No rush. Going hard brake. Oh fuck! I was hard accelerating because I was trying to brake, but I completely gapped and forgot that all the controls are inverted. So we're just gonna go by it. This is how we roll here, right? There we go. Okay. Much better. Okay, so what's going to break us? N. N is going to break us. I've got my finger over N. Shutting off some of this speed. We want to kind of be coming down and to the right. Okay, which way do we want the solar cells to be facing? This way. So that is, oh my god, please. T. Turn RCS off. Oh my god. What is, there we go, 270, okay. Apparently. I think that about does it. There we go. Back it up. Nope, back it up. Back it up. Okay, we aren't facing the right way, but that's okay. So I'm going to deal with this one thing at a time. All right. Good enough. Then we're going to go flip it around. Where are those? There they are. Okay, so there's the clampetrons we were talking about earlier. There we go. We're going to face the nose down a bit. Check. Okay, now we're cooking with fire. Okay, which way is up? That's up. Perfect. Up, forward a bit. And really, 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 really far this way. Good stuff. Okay, gonna do an F5 quick save because I, again, gapped. Totally have not been doing that. But there's a lot of room for error in these rendezvous. Especially if you keep things going slow. We definitely packed too much monopropellant. That was unnecessary weight, but you know what? Better safe than sorry. Pulling forward a bit, just very slowly. How do we get down? Down, down. There we go. Check. Are we looking that way? Check. I could pretty much just go. Nope, nope, yep. Like so, and then turn T off. I think that's pretty much gonna do it. There we go. Awesome. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the clampetrons are on the right side. The thing actually looks relatively level. Good enough for me, really. Okay, let's get some of these little trim pieces finished here. Anything else going on under there? Nope. Anything going on this one? Yep, here's something. Extend one of those, extend one of those. Beautiful. That should make enough energy, hopefully, to keep the thing, yep, running. Good. Okay. It was running just the tiniest bit of deficit. There's a lot of battery on here. But, oh, because of the lights. We don't need the lights. The lights are for landing, right? Like, these are actually tinted red, just the littlest bit, but you can't really see it, so that's pointless. But what they do is they guide you in from a distance. If I turn these on, you can kind of see them as you're coming in. They're like little landing lights. Oh, they don't really work. But you know what? I don't care. Because I do things because it's fun. Not because it's effective or useful in any way. Because it's fun. Okay, so we have 2 crew members to get back later. So we can bring up the 1 command pod with the 2 seats open and bring all these guys back at some point. And we're going to add the solar array. The solar array on the previous was about 2 or 3 struts long and then had the big solar arrays that came out of the side. So we'll probably do, so we'll need 4 of those, but they're going to stack away really slim. So I think we could put the 4 of them into one of the big cargo bays and bring them up in just one big load and then RCS them over one at a time. I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. So successful mission. Another great and successful mission. So guys, I hope you like the video. I hope you comment, sub, and like, and fave, and share, and, you know, do all that stuff. Do all that stuff you guys do. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, guys, until next time, cheers.